Now to this, the U.S. Supreme Court is going to weigh whether former President Donald Trump is immune from prosecution over election interference. Protesters gathered outside the Supreme Court before arguments began yesterday morning. The justices are tasked with deciding whether or not Trump can be criminally prosecuted for his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. A majority of the justices did not appear to embrace the claim of absolute immunity, but some conservative justices did bring up some concerns about writing a decision that might be too broad.
That the president may be criminally prosecuted by a bitter political opponent, will that not lead us into a cycle that destabilizes the functioning of our country as a democracy?
Liberal Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson did argue the opposite. She is worried about the dangers of allowing a president with all of their power to enter office, knowing that they would not face any penalties for committing any crimes.
Understand what the disincentive is from turning the Oval Office into, the seat of criminal activity in this country.
It is not clear when the court will issue any kind of a decision. The court's opinion could end up delaying Trump's federal election interference trial until after the November election takes place. Members of Trump's legal team representing him at the Supreme Court because the former president is currently on trial in a separate criminal case. Trump is accused of falsifying business records to cover up payments to an adult film star. Longtime publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, back on the stand for a third day yesterday. Pecker saying that Trump called him after Stormy Daniels went public about the alleged hush money payment and then discussed an agreement where Daniels couldn't say the former president's name. During cross-examination, Trump's lawyers questioned Pecker's credibility as well as his business practices.